need the
love coming
reality
to.
from you, brother. I need to
Yes,
hear
sir.
this. What a guy like me in my position owns a couple businesses and all. I was coming in here looking to scale this business. What would you do if you were in my shoes? How would you use this? You know, is it possible to scale? I'm a dog. I'm grinding. I come
Right,
in, I do things quick. You see, I got the hustle in me. What
right.
would you do if you were in my position? And before you answer, I just want to say I respect your route at what you did, and I consider you a very big success at what you did. You
Thank you.
used junk removal as a stepping stone. You understood what you were using it for, and you took that. You invested yourself into the two haunted houses, which is going to give you more
Waiting.
passive
Yeah.
income. And then you're building your dream house. So you did everything you accomplished, and you're going to be able to hand something down beautiful to your son. So
Oh, yeah.
congratulations on that. So
Thank you.
I never, when I talk crap about you, it's nothing personal about you. It's just I see that not everybody wants to do your route of success,
Definitely.
but you are successful. Now, to my question, what should I do with junk removal?
Take your time. Take your time. This is not a race. This is a marathon. Just walk. Take a nice walk like I'm doing. Walk yourself to the finish line. A lot of us young kids, especially young kids, they want to run, and they're going to run and pay their way into it. And you can't do that. Keep your expenses low. A secret I learned from my father was this, and I'm telling you the secret right there. Do not worry about your daily sales. Worry about your daily expenses, because the daily sales won't kill you. It's the expenses will. And I've always taken that and I ran with my business. And if you use that, listen, successful junk removal business, even better, successful haunted house business. I think if I start another business, I'm just going to be successful at it because I'm not changing anything about it. I'm just keeping the same pace. But in your case, brother, you're doing videos, so that's a good thing. I haven't seen your website. I don't know what else you're doing. I grew my business with on social media. I use only social media. That's why I do not pay for ads or leads. But I just hope there is somebody that comes out of this thing, such as yourself. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's somebody else on these videos or watching these videos that come out on top. And in 10 years, they're like, that son of a bitch, Ricardo said nobody can do it. And look, I've been doing it for 15 years. And I will come on live and I'll say, bro, I'm passing you the torch. Here you go, bro. You did it the right way. You did it this way. You did this thing. You can be successful in this business. I did it the really easy, dumb Mexican, not using a lot of money to do this business. And for some reason, it actually worked, which is crazy. It actually worked. And I use it on my haunted houses. So take a walk. Do not run in this business. Running this business and just buying stuff, buying, BAs and buying CRMs and buying ads and buying leads and buying this and courses and cases and stuff like that. It will ultimately end your business. Take your time, brother. Listen, take it from me, man. It worked for me. And my method still works till this day. My method still works to this day. And I'll let all the little guppies fish on Facebook because I'm somewhere else. You know what I mean? And that's what I call it. I tell all my friends that work for me, I'm like, how'd you get a job yesterday? I was on Nextdoor. Man, you're just fishing down there, brother. You're fishing down there. Hey, how'd you get your business? How'd you get your job? Oh, bro, I got it from Facebook Market. Oh, dude, you're fishing down there. Got to get to the top, bro. Got to get to the top. And I mean, you Google, hot tub removal, Frisco, hot tub trampoline removal. We're just up there. We're up there all over the fucking pages. And it's easy for me, but to another person is very difficult. And I do work hard for it, and I put in the hours for it, and I put in the time for it. But guys, I do not want to turn anyone down from this business. I love the fact that people start this business, and I love hearing everybody on this panel just talk about it and stuff. But I think the reality is it's just hard work. Take your time, pace yourself. I've been doing this for 18 years. I know what I'm talking about. And if you disagree with me, hey, brother, I'm for it, man. Dan, if you want to expand your business, Dan, and grow it and blow it up, hey, holler at me in 10 years, bro. Holler at me in 10 years and say, motherfucker, I did it, you asshole. And I'll be like, dude, you got it, bro. You got it.
And
You
this
got it,
this
bro.
is where I gotta disagree. Like, I agree and disagree with you too, man. Like, I definitely agree. Like, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. But the
Yeah.
thing is like, what is fast? Is fast to you what's fast to me, or is slow to you what's slow to me? right? Like, like I have so many business friends that they get so annoyed with me that talk about this. Like, like if I'm Elon Musk, I know I'm not Elon Musk. I don't have billions of fucking dollars, but like he's not opening a business that's starting $1 million in revenue. It's fucking a multi $100 million in revenue immediately, right? There's so many different starting points. There's so many different finishing lines, but it's what it is you want to grow. Like you are a slow and steady kind of person, but the thing is like, is getting to 4 million, getting to $1 million in 4 years slow, or is that fast? Is it, is it doing it in 1 year fast, or is it slow? There's so many different questions to that. And then from, Paul, dude, like I have so many questions about your business and how it is that you like did all this, because like you're coming in this as a businessman with prior experience, but the thing is you're still on the truck doing it. That's what confuses me in a lot of ways. Is like, like you have all this business stuff, but you're the one choosing to be on the truck. And I don't know why, but I understand why at the same time. Why did you choose to like actually be on the truck rather than just immediately hiring it out?
Because anything that I get into, I have to learn everything about it. I want to know A through Z. That's any industry I've got in. I've broken it down to a formula, the fastest way I could learn everything. Now, the other thing is I've never did anything manual labor in my life, bro. Nothing.
Yeah.
When any of these, my friends I grew up with hear that I'm on a trash truck picking up junk, they think I'm fucking like, you can't even imagine the responses I'm getting. And I was always that guy that calls in everybody and pays for everything to get done and doesn't care how much he's paying. I just want it done then on the spot. So this is all new to me, and I'm absorbing it all, enjoying it, and I'm going to document the whole way, because as I'm doing this, I'm also seeing there's so many other people that are interested in this industry, and there's a lot of confusing things out there. I'm living it right now. I'm friends with everybody. I'm friends with all the top gurus, and I still don't know what's right and what's not. I have a lot better of an idea than most people, but I'm still scratching my head like, is Ricky the one that's right that I should be listening to right now? Is Andrew right and I should be getting Google ads? When is the right time to do Google ads? Am I ready to get an employee? Then I listened to Ricky's video on today on his channel, and I'm like, fuck. I'm not nowhere near looking for an employee now. So I'm just trying to figure all this shit out. And there's so many different avenues and ways people are going. So the best thing that I could do is just get there and do everything from the beginning. Now, what I keep saying with my girl as we're doing this, every situation we get, we're like, oh my God, if we weren't here on this truck right now, how would we have handled this? We would have had no idea. We would have been blind going at this. There's so many situations that come up on a daily basis on the truck that if I didn't know about it, I wouldn't even know how to tell the employees or what to be ready for or anything. So that is one of the things that I'm learning. I'm also learning what makes sense. I had all the money in the world to come in here and buy whatever I wanted. I went and bought the truck. I didn't got a brand spanking new one, bought it right out. I didn't want no payments, no nothing and all that. Now I'm looking back at that and I'm like, that probably, if I was tight with money, that probably isn't the smartest move to do. But, if I listen to everybody else in there, oh, yeah, you go get your brand new NPR. Now that I did it myself, I'm looking, I would go, if I had to go and do this again, which I'd probably be doing in the next 6 months, I would go find a truck that's 3-4 years old.
There you go.
Ricky says something that he didn't even realize. All these new people are coming in, and they're almost guaranteed they're going to be out in a year or two. Go look for the guy like me that decided to come in and buy that brand spanking new NPR. Make sure he washes it every month or whatever, and go scoop that up soon as he throws in the white flag and he's had enough and he's not ready. I'm watching everybody in my area. I'm looking at all the new businesses, and I'm like, who's got the NPR truck? Who's got my next truck that's not going to be lasting out here? Who's going to throw in the tattle and it's not a dog? You know what I mean? So it's like I'm learning shit like that from putting myself in the driver's seat.
Yeah, Paul, I want to interrupt you, Paul. And Dan, I want to make this comment to you. What has happened to us as American people and the cultural divisions that's happened? What is wrong with that person doing a good day's work with his arm, with his hands, and picking up the couch and throwing it? What is wrong with that? That is the American fucking way to live, dude. Just not sitting at home and typing up and finding out that this guy's dropping furniture at his house that he just picked up because he wants it. Not doing that. The American way, Paul's doing it. I've been doing it for 18 years, and I'm going to continue to do it for the next 2 or maybe 1 year. But I feel so much more privileged, Americanized, putting in that hard work of labor every day. There is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. I see that as something that people will look up to you, not sitting there in the office typing up stuff and doing book work that takes me 5 minutes to do at night. And I guess, Dan, it takes you all day. I have no idea, Dan, and I'm not saying anything negative about you, brother, because I love you, bro. But I mean, doing work on the computer would take me about 10 minutes or 5 minutes for all my work that I've done all week. Why would I want to be at work when I can do it the American way and work with my hands and put in the sweat and put in the hard work? And yes, it's caught up to me. My shoulder hurts and my knee hurts. Yes, it's caught up to me, but it took 18 years for it to catch up to me. And I would do it again if I had the chance. And here's another thing. I made a lot of money doing junk removal. It gave me a house. It gave me properties. It gave me warehouses. It gave me everything that I have. And I owe it all to junk removal.
Ricardo, it's inspiring.
This is Aaron with Shamrock calling. So it's interesting. This is my first ever interaction with you, and you're taking me on this wild ride because 50% of me is like, oh yeah, I agree with that. And then the other 50% is like, no, I don't. I don't. So I think you got some wisdom, but where you lose me is the 18 years, listen, I love hard work. I love working my face off, but also I would much rather be on my 85 acres working on my custom house with my son and my family rather than doing junk removals all day. So my goal is to scale this business, and if I end up selling it, I sell it, or if I pass it on to my oldest son, if he wants to do that, then that's what I want to do. But to do it for money, I don't know. I think my time is way more valuable because I can generate way more money doing other things coupled with the junk removal. I don't know if anybody else agrees, but
there's a misconception
how many years
here.
is it going to take you? How many years is it going to
There's a misconception here, right? Now I want you to really think about something, right? You really talked about like you want to spend your time on your land and do all this stuff, right?
Yeah, sure.
You're a young man, like you look like you're in your 30s here. But the thing is dude, like, Jeff Bezos, he's not riding in his land. That dude is like working that company,
100%.
All these big things, like, this all is work. This is not something that like, hey, I'm going to scale this and I'm just going to be not doing anything, and whatever, like, yes, there is that physical labor thing, but me, as I want to try to scale the business, right? Like, I want to be a visionary. I want to like have these big thoughts and dreams and goals, but like I get set back all the time by having to answer that phone or having to go and pick up and do the everyday stuff. Like, I totally understand. I make less money because I'm hiring out and I am not on the trucks anymore. But the thing is that is something that I am willing to do, raise my prices and continue to grow my standards. But the thing is like my version of retirement is like completely different than like, I guess, like what retirement is, right? Retirement to people is like golfing and chilling and just whatever it is that they want to do.
Yeah, I don't want to just chill and do nothing.
I look at retirement as like I am financially able to do whatever it is I want, in the sense of I don't think I'm ever going to stop working. I am going to be pushing the limits and constantly of what it is that I want to do. But the thing is there's no end to it. It's just constant. You have to work.
Well, I want to chime in here, guys. I just want to give a quick background on me because a lot of you guys might not know where I come from and all. So the last like 4 years, man, my job, my full-time, what I would do every day was fly around the United States and throw arm wrestling events. And, literally was like a party, for last 4 years and all. I've set my businesses up where I could wake up and do anything I choose in life. If I don't want to go into my marijuana grows for the next month, will not change anything. My team is there running it. It's been running it for 10 years. I have antique and collectible business. My man Wally's in here. He's been running it for the last 10 years on the East Coast. I have got there already. I could retire and I'm perfectly happy. I've got 3 different places where I live. I'm on the truck. I'm starting a new business. You're all wondering, like, you know, and you're all talking about, oh, I'm chasing the $1 million. Guys, I did that many years ago. I don't need to do any of this stuff. But I also 4 years ago, and I was just like, there's more to me. I don't want to just, you know, fly around and just arm wrestle the rest of my life. There was more to me. I was throwing arm wrestling events. Yeah, they were a lot of fun and helping grow the sport and all. But I wanted to do more. You know what I mean? And I'm your perfect example. You know, and it's not about the money. I don't need the money. It's about building something, challenging myself, building. I came in here, and that's why I'm going at Ricardo, and I keep asking the same kind of question over and over and trying to figure out, because I came in here with the whole intent to scale this business, meaning I have a place in Florida, I have a place in New York, and I have a place in Cali. Those 3 I had in my head. I'm going and I'm opening junk removal company. Fuhgeddaboutit is going to be in those 3 states. I'm going to hook up all my arm wrestling friends with jobs. I'm going to put the guys that I grew up with. I'm going to have them running them in each state and all. I have all these big goals of scaling. That's why I'm trying to get down to the bottom of this stuff. That's why I'm bringing on these different opinions and all these different people, the guys that are saying they're scaling, they're doing it big and you can do it, because I'm hoping that's true, because that's why I'm here. Otherwise, I'm not just trying to get on a truck and drive around and pick up trash all day, guys. You know what I mean? So when Ricardo goes and says things, you know, he does get in the side of my head, and I'm like, yo, is there a bunch of YouTubers selling me these dreams that really are not going to come true? You know, and then I'm just like Aaron just said, 50% I'm in agreement with Ricardo, but then the other 50, I'm kind of getting mad at him. And I'm like, bro, you know what I mean? You're kind of like deflating me. And if I was in your guys' positions, I'd even be more mad, because he's like practically saying that you can't scale it and become that millionaire that you all want to come in life. So that's why we're doing this show, guys. I don't expect any of us one to have the answer here today, but that's the whole reasoning I'm building this show. This way we could all debate it, you know, and we don't have to leave here and say, okay, this is the clear-cut answer, but each one of our listeners could make their own decision in their head and go what route you want to go. You might want to go the Ricardo way. You want Mr. Yee's way, keeping it simple, not having all these payments. Or you might want to speed things up and you might be an Andrew Thompson, where you just go 30, 40K right away a month on Google Ads and you just blow this thing up and all. Well, I want to hear all the different stories, and I want to know what is true at the end of the day. This way I can make my observations and make my plan moving forward. So I hope that all makes sense for you guys. I really appreciate all the great feedback you guys were giving, all the great conversations and all.